What really changes the world and shapes human history? Ideas. I'm John Stonestreet, and this is the 2-Minute Warning. Historians and sociologists do this thing. They look at different periods of history and they name them. They love to name periods of history, like the Exploration Age or the Industrial Revolution or something like that. Our age has already been named. It's the Information Age. Why? Well, it should be obvious. We encounter on a daily basis more information than some folks from another generation would have seen during their entire life. Every time we get on the internet, we have at our fingertips more information than all the previous centuries of the world combined. But you need to know something about information. Information is never neutral. Information contains ideas. Sometimes it argues ideas, sometimes it just assumes or embodies ideas. But ideas always come at us through various forms of information. And these ideas really matter. Now, one of the great lies of our culture is it doesn't matter what you believe as long as you believe in something. It doesn't matter what's true, it only matters what's true for you. Well, that's an idea. It's an idea about ideas. Here's what you need to know about all ideas. They have consequences. This is what Richard Weaver taught us. In fact, another person taught us this as well. Lewis Carroll in his classic work, Alice in Wonderland. You have Alice talking to the Cheshire Cat, and she says, "Cheshire Cat, tell us please, which way ought I go from here?" And the Cheshire Cat says, "Well, that depends a good deal on where you want to get to." And Alice says, "Well, I don't care where." And the cat says, "Well, then it doesn't matter which way you go." Now think about it. That's really profound. If you don't care where you end up in life, take whatever road. If you don't care where we end up as a culture or where our lives end up as individuals, embrace whatever ideas you want. But the conversation goes on. Alice says, "Well, I just want to get somewhere." And the cat said, "You're sure to do that as long as you walk far enough." Just like the road we take, the ideas we embrace have destinations. They take us somewhere. And so the idea of our culture that it doesn't matter what you believe, everyone can believe whatever they want, is actually naive and foolish. I'm often reminded of that parable of the 6 blind men studying the elephant. One reaches out and touches the elephant's tusk and says, "An elephant is like a spear." The other one reaches out and touches the elephant's nose and says, "No, the elephant is like a snake." The other one reaches out and touches the elephant's ear and says, "No, it's like a fan." Another reaches out and touches the elephant's body and says, "No, it's like a wall." The other one reaches out and touches the elephant's leg and says, "No, it's like a tree." And the last one reaches out and touches the elephant's tail and says, "No, it's like a rope." And as the story goes, who's right? They're all right in their own view. Well, the problem is none of them are right. In fact, not only are none of these people right about what an elephant is, some might be deadly wrong. You know, if you think an elephant is like a wall, you're going to assume that the elephant doesn't move. But if the elephant moves, he might step on your head. So this idea might have really serious consequences. And that's the thing about ideas. They all have consequences. They all matter. In the coming weeks here on the 2-Minute Warning, we're going to talk about ideas because not only do they have consequences, they have families, they have feet, they have context, they have champions. Ideas change the world. For the 2-Minute Warning, I'm John Stonestreet.